Round of applause. Thank you. Thank you and well done. First of all, us animal lovers, dog lovers, we like to hang around together because seeing all these happy faces, all the love in on the dogs' faces, all the good energy and good vibes, tajdu li ximma memx isbaħ minna. It's beautiful to be around people like you, honestly. And we need more activities where dogs are involved together with the owners. We need more. So yeah, here's more work to you. However, I wanted to start with some questions which I managed to write out of curiosity. This is my first time to I never watched a show like this, so I came up with a couple of questions, and I'm sure the audience would agree with my first question to composer Mr. Karl Fiorini. What inspired your music show for dogs? What inspired? Do you have maybe dogs yourself? Was there some particular dog in your life that triggered this interest?
It was very difficult to compose something thinking of a dog, or of dogs, for that matter. But when Sean approached me and said, "Would you like to do this?" First, I looked at him and was like, But he got me out of my comfort zone because I usually write for orchestras, chamber music. So I accepted that and put myself, started researching what dogs like, what kind of music would they listen to, what sounds do they like. And based on that, I looked up all the onomatopoeias that exist in different languages for barking, different kind of whining. So I tried to weave this into the composition. But as I was reaching the moment to actually compose the piece, I was thinking also of who's going to direct the piece, because I didn't have a script, I didn't have anything. I just had 25 minutes, you need to fill this up with music. And that was the trickiest part, because one needs to keep in mind that another director actually, might not like what I'm writing and what I had in mind. So I tried to compose a piece which is based on loops, little short excerpts which repeat themselves, so that they can chop it up, even also juxtapose parts of it. Actually, this happened already in one of the movements where we had to remove parts because actually it didn't fit. So the scene. So yeah, I think managed somehow.
I know that this work, all the production, took quite a short time to produce, only a month. How did you manage? How did you manage with all the work that you've done, and all of you, all together, to actually come up with this fabulous show that dogs and humans can enjoy?
This is a very interesting question because we didn't know how to do. It was the first time that we have dogs in an audience and we play and we tell a story for dogs, right? The main thing for us was to follow what Karl gave in composition, and then to think about how a dog we will tell a story, and how humans we could behave like dogs, or kind of, in order that we approach dogs in a way that they like. So there were many different parts: the music, the acting, the puppets, the Core Malta, and the research behind of how or what we could expect in the audience. So all these elements end up trying to create something very simple, and especially taking support of the energy of everybody in the cast that was, very dog vibe in the rehearsal. So we had a dog tempo going on for a month.
Would you agree that the most attentive dog was this Paige dog here? He didn't one sound throughout the whole show. He was so attentive, any sound, any music. Do you think, or would you agree, you can answer me, Carlos or Paige, that different sounds, these kind of sounds, will change the dog's mood and make them happy. I mean, I can't see an unhappy dog in front of me, but do you believe that these sounds can actually change the actual mood of our dogs?
Yeah, I think it must, and we can see the reactions of the dogs consistently. We actually had Daisy, the dog of our production designer, Nicole, attend some of the rehearsals, and once she saw the run of the show 3 times in a row, and she barked the same time in rhythm every scene, and then she also lay down calmly in the same scenes every time. So I think it does trigger certain reactions.
And certain sounds, would we agree that certain sounds maybe? You were back there, and at one point I heard some squeaky sounds that actually all the dogs looked at you, and you won all their attention. What would you tell me about the sounds that you were using?
Yes. Oh, thank you. First of all, thank you very much, Carl, to giving me your music in my hand to conduct. It's fantastic. Yes, of course, when there is the squeaky toy, they are all attracted by the sound because they know what it is. It's the sound for playing. But actually, what I was impressed by is how the reaction which was the reaction they had, probably listening sounds that they never heard before, a quartet of saxophones, and we were expecting like stopping the show many times because we didn't knew about the reaction they could have had, but in reality, the reaction they had listening to something very new, it's something really personal, like a human being, because I saw dogs only quiet, attentive, and reacting with a kind of wow. That's new for me. No time for playing. The time for playing was the squeaky toy, and they reacted as they're supposed to react for a game. When they had a concert, they reacted for a concert.
Yes, and even I noticed during Core Malta, during the singing, you could see all the dogs really enjoying that type of music, that type of sound. It sounded happiness to their ears. But may I ask, this question I should have asked at the very start of this interview. Is this the first time that you're working all together?
Yeah, for us, it's our first time in Malta working.
First time?
No, me and Carl, we work together.
You work together?
Sometimes, yes.
And since the turnout is, quite good, do you have plans for the future to make our dogs happy again and again?
The audience say yes. Yes. We promise next time to understand what the show is talking about. Because it's in Maltese, and I'm from Spain, and I don't understand one word. So we direct something in a dog instinct.
Well, I'm hoping that you get us all together again in the future. And, these are activities that we do need in Malta. I mean, it's fair enough saying that, this is one park that, fortunately enough, we still have and we still can enjoy together with our dogs. It's a space that I'm sure Teatru Malta can enjoy producing such a show for our dogs and for humans to enjoy will bring us all together in this very happy evening. Last but not least, do you own dogs? I'm curious. Do you own dogs, or is just, the pleasure of working and producing such a show to know what pleases dogs? Yes, am I right? Any future plans?
Future plans of owning dogs?
No? Oh, well, yes, that's
Absolutely.
always of adopting dogs, yes. but for shows, similar shows to this.
Yes.
Yes.
We're talking about cats.
Yeah.
Oh. Dogs, let's stick to dogs. But in the future plans, may I suggest that, yes, we've had a tough week with the heat wave and another week coming. So most people, I know most people couldn't make it because of the heat. So let's hope that you will once again plan to perform for more, even after maybe August, and we'll get together again. Thank you so much. Well done. I'm sure you agree with what I had to say. Well done, Teatru Malta, Kor Malta. Well done to all the organizers. And yes, we need more activities like this proset ħafna. Grazzi lilkom tal-li sidentuni il-pjaċir tiegħi u naf li se nerġa' neqret imma għamlu iktar attivitajiet għall-klieb u nużaw dan il-park flimkien fejn jiddevertu l-klieb tagħna. Grazzi.